In the small coastal town of Ravenswood, nestled between the rocky cliffs and the vast ocean, the legend of the sirens had been passed down for generations. The story told of three sisters, each with a voice as sweet as honey and as deadly as poison. They would sing to the sailors, luring them to their doom on the rocky shores. The townsfolk believed that the sirens were creatures of myth and legend, but a few claimed to have heard their haunting melodies carried on the wind. Some said that on quiet nights, you could still hear the sirens singing, their voices echoing across the waves. Arya, a young and curious girl, had always been fascinated by the legend. She spent her days exploring the coastline, searching for any sign of the elusive sirens. Little did she know, her life was about to take a dramatic turn, and she would soon find herself at the center of a centuries-old mystery surrounding the secret of the siren's song. Arya was wandering along the beach, her feet sinking into the sand as she gazed out at the ocean. She loved days like this, when the sun was shining and the sea was calm. As she rounded a rocky outcropping, she noticed a figure standing at the water's edge. He was tall and lean, with piercing blue eyes that seemed to see right through her. Arya felt a shiver run down her spine as the stranger turned to face her. He was dressed in a long, black coat that billowed in the breeze, and his hair was as white as the foam on the waves. He regarded her with an intense gaze, as if sizing her up. "Who are you?" Arya asked, trying to keep her voice steady. The stranger smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "My name is Arinder," he said, his voice low and smooth. "And you, little one, are Arya. I've been searching for you." Arya's heart raced as Arinder approached her. There was something unsettling about him, something that made her feel like he was hiding secrets. But she was also drawn to him, like a moth to a flame. "What do you want from me?" she asked, trying to sound brave. Arinder's smile grew wider. "I want to show you the secrets of the sirens," he said, his eyes glinting with mischief. "Are you ready to learn the truth?" Arya's heart raced as she followed Arinder along the rocky shoreline. He moved with a fluid grace, his long coat billowing behind him like a dark cloud. She had no idea where they were going, but she felt a thrill of excitement mixed with a dash of fear. As they rounded a bend in the coast, Arinder stopped in front of a large boulder. He placed a hand on the rock and spoke a single word, "Aquili." The boulder slid aside, revealing a hidden entrance to a grotto. Arya's eyes widened as she gazed into the darkness within. She felt a strange energy emanating from the grotto, like a hum of ancient power. "Welcome to the Siren's Lair," Arinder said, his eyes glinting with mystery. "Few humans have ever laid eyes on this place. Are you prepared to uncover the secrets within?" Arya hesitated, her heart pounding in her chest. Something about this felt dangerous, yet she couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. She nodded, and Arinder led her into the depths of the grotto. As they descended into the darkness, Arya began to hear a faint humming noise. It grew louder with each step, until she realized that the sound was coming from within her own mind. The humming was a melody, a haunting tune that seemed to be calling her deeper into the grotto. As Arya followed Arinder deeper into the grotto, the melody grew louder and more intense. She felt it resonating through her very being, like a vibration in her bones. The air was thick with an otherworldly energy, and she could feel the weight of centuries of secrets pressing down upon her. Suddenly, the darkness was illuminated by a soft, ethereal glow. Arya saw that they were standing in a vast cavern, the walls of which were lined with glittering crystals that refracted the light into a kaleidoscope of colors. And then, she saw them. The sirens, 3 women, each more beautiful than the last, stood before her. Their long hair flowed like the seaweed in the ocean currents, and their eyes shone like stars in the night sky. They sang in harmony, their voices blending in a haunting melody that seemed to speak directly to Arya's soul. The song was a lament, a cry of longing and loss that echoed through the ages. Arya felt her heart breaking, her very essence resonating with the sorrow and the beauty of the music. Eärendil stood beside her, his eyes closed, his face wrapped with adoration. "This is the song of the sirens," he whispered, "a song of love, of loss, of the secrets of the deep." As the music reached its crescendo, Arya felt herself being drawn into its depths, into the very heart of the mystery. She knew that she would never be the same again, that this moment would change her forever. As the last notes of the song faded away, Arya felt a sense of loss, as if she had been awakened from a dream. The sirens' voices still echoed in her mind, and she knew that she would never forget the haunting beauty of their song. Eärendil opened his eyes and turned to her, a small smile playing on his lips. "Now you know the secret of the sirens' song," he said, his voice low and mysterious. "But do you understand its power?" Arya shook her head, still trying to process the emotions that the song had stirred within her. "What do you mean?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The sirens approached her, their movements graceful and fluid. They formed a circle around her, their eyes fixed on hers. "Our song is a key," one of them said, her voice like a gentle breeze. "A key to unlock the secrets of the ocean, to reveal the hidden truths of the deep." Arya felt a shiver run down her spine as the sirens began to sing again, their voices weaving a spell of enchantment around her. She closed her eyes, letting the music wash over her, and when she opened them again, she saw that the cavern was filled with a radiant light. In the center of the light, she saw a glowing orb, pulsing with an otherworldly energy. "This is the heart of the ocean," Eärendil said, his voice full of reverence. "The source of all life, all power. And you, Arya, are the key to unlocking its secrets." Arya's eyes widened as she gazed upon the glowing orb. She felt an inexplicable connection to it, as if it were calling to her. The siren's song still echoed in her mind, and she felt herself being drawn into the heart of the ocean. Without thinking, she reached out a hand and touched the orb. A surge of energy coursed through her body, and she felt herself being transported to a realm beyond her wildest dreams. She found herself standing in a vast underwater city, surrounded by towering spires and glittering crystals. The city was teeming with life, and Arya saw creatures she had never imagined, their forms blurring the lines between fish and fantasy. A figure approached her, tall and majestic, with skin like polished obsidian and hair like flowing seaweed. "Welcome, Arya," he said, his voice like the rumble of the ocean. "I am King Orion, ruler of the underwater realm, and you, little one, are the chosen one, destined to unlock the secrets of the heart of the ocean." Arya's mind reeled as she tried to comprehend the wonders around her. She felt like a small boat adrift in a stormy sea, but King Orion's words resonated deep within her. She knew that she had a crucial role to play in this underwater world, and she was ready to embrace her destiny. King Orion led Arya through the winding streets of the underwater city, pointing out wonders and marvels at every turn. They eventually arrived at a great temple dedicated to the ancient sea goddess, Calypso. Inside, the king revealed an ancient scroll, yellowed with age and written in a language Arya couldn't understand. But as she touched the parchment, the words began to glow, and she felt a surge of knowledge flood her mind. "This is the prophecy of the sirens," King Orion explained, his eyes shining with excitement. "It foretells the coming of a great danger, one that threatens to destroy our world and yours. But it also speaks of a hero, a young woman with the heart of a siren, who will save us all." Arya felt a shiver run down her spine as she realized that the prophecy was speaking of her. She was the hero, the one destined to save both worlds. But as she looked deeper into the scroll, she saw that the danger was closer than she thought. a dark force, led by a powerful sorcerer, was already moving to destroy the ocean and claim its power for themselves. "We must act quickly," King Orion said, his voice urgent. "We must gather the 3 ancient artifacts and use their power to defeat the sorcerer and save our worlds." Arya knew that this would be a perilous quest, but she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. She was the hero, and she would not falter. She stood before King Orion, her heart pounding with excitement and a hint of fear. "I'm ready to embark on this quest," she said, her voice firm. The king nodded, a smile spreading across his face. "Then let us begin. The first artifact is the Pearl of Wisdom, hidden in the depths of the ocean. It will grant us the knowledge we need to defeat the sorcerer." Arya followed King Orion and a group of skilled warriors through the winding streets of the underwater city. They eventually arrived at a massive stone door, adorned with intricate carvings of sea creatures. "This is the entrance to the Pearl's chamber," King Orion said, his eyes serious. "But be warned, Arya, the journey will be treacherous. You must be brave and clever if you hope to succeed." Arya took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. She pushed open the door and stepped into the unknown, the darkness swallowing her whole. As she swam deeper into the chamber, she encountered strange creatures and overcame treacherous obstacles. But with each challenge, she grew more confident, her heart beating with a sense of purpose. Finally, she saw it, the Pearl of Wisdom, glowing with an ethereal light. She reached out and claimed it, feeling a surge of knowledge flood her mind. But as she turned to leave, she was confronted by a figure she had not expected, the sorcerer himself, his eyes blazing with malevolence. Arya stood tall, the Pearl of Wisdom clutched in her hand, as the sorcerer sneered at her. "You think you can defeat me, little siren?" he spat. "I have the power of the ocean at my command." With a flick of his wrist, a massive wave crashed down on Arya, sending her tumbling through the water. She struggled to right herself, but the sorcerer's magic was too strong. He summoned a school of razor-toothed sharks to attack her, their jaws snapping mere inches from her face. Just when all seemed lost, Arya remembered the siren's song. She began to sing, her voice ringing out across the chamber. The sharks hesitated, confused, and Arya took advantage of the distraction. She swam towards the sorcerer, the Pearl of Wisdom glowing brighter with each stroke. The sorcerer snarled, summoning a dark vortex to pull her in. But Arya's song grew stronger, countering his magic with a power all her own. The vortex dissipated, and she reached out to claim the sorcerer's staff. The staff shattered in her hand, its fragments dissolving into the water. The sorcerer's eyes widened in rage, but Arya stood firm, her voice still singing out. The chamber began to shake, the walls cracking with the force of her song. And then, in an instant, the sorcerer vanished. The chamber fell silent, the only sound Arya's triumphant melody. But as she swam out of the chamber, she knew the battle was far from over. The sorcerer would return, and next time, she would need all her strength and cunning to defeat him. Arya swam through the ocean, her heart still racing from her encounter with the sorcerer. She knew she had to find the next artifact before he did. King Orion's instructions echoed in her mind, "Seek the Temple of the Moon, hidden in the depths of the ocean. There, you will find the Crystal of Courage." As she swam deeper, the water grew darker and colder. She stumbled upon an ancient ruin, covered in coral and anemones. Arya explored the crumbling structure, her fin slicing through the water. Suddenly, a hidden entrance revealed itself, and she swam into a vast underwater temple. The interior was breathtaking, glittering crystals and bioluminescent plants illuminated the darkness. Arya followed a series of cryptic symbols etched into the walls, leading her to a pedestal in the heart of the temple. There, the Crystal of Courage pulsed with a soft blue light. But as she reached for it, a voice boomed from the shadows, "You shouldn't have come here, Arya." The sorcerer emerged, his eyes blazing with fury. "This crystal will never be yours." Arya stood tall, her voice ringing out across the temple. "I won't let you have it," she declared, her song summoning a school of fierce angelfish to defend her. The battle raged on, Arya's song and the angelfish fighting against the sorcerer's dark magic. In the end, it was Arya who emerged victorious, claiming the Crystal of Courage as her own. With 2 artifacts in hand, she felt a sense of hope. But she knew the sorcerer would not give up easily. The final artifact, the Trident of Power, was still out there, waiting to be claimed. Arya swam through the ocean, her heart filled with determination. She had 2 artifacts now, but she knew the sorcerer would stop at nothing to get them. She had to find the Trident of Power before he did. King Orion's instructions led her to an underwater palace, hidden behind a coral reef. The palace was guarded by a school of fierce merfolk, their scales shimmering in the sunlight. Arya sang a gentle melody, and the merfolk parted, allowing her to enter. Inside, she found herself in a grand hall, filled with treasures and wonders. At the far end of the hall, she saw it, the Trident of Power, shining with a golden light. But as she approached, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was the sorcerer's sister, a sea witch with a heart as dark as coal. "You'll never leave this palace alive," the sea witch cackled, summoning a swarm of deadly jellyfish to attack Arya. Arya sang a fierce battle song, summoning a school of swordfish to defend her. The battle raged on, with Arya's song and the swordfish fighting against the sea witch's dark magic. In the end, it was Arya who emerged victorious, claiming the Trident of Power as her own. With all 3 artifacts in hand, she felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. She had saved the ocean, and she had saved herself. But as she swam out of the palace, she knew that her journey was far from over. There were still secrets to uncover, and adventures to be had. And she was ready for whatever came next. The end.